I see you over there, Hasbro, already starting me on the side chat. Uh, Welcome to another Friday night of Let's Talk Benchrest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And tonight we got an exciting topic. We're going to tell you about a good time we had last weekend. We're going to talk about some shoots that we got coming up. We're going to talk about some rankings and some scores that one of our panelists, he's a big time competitor. He's been going to these state matches and he's been doing very well. So we're going to give him the chance to talk about that. Uh, Mike from Minnesota Shooter Sports, he has an event coming up this Sunday. So we're going to share about that. And then we got a new style of rimfire competition that's been rolled out and it's going to get started full force in the year of 2026. And several of us are going to implement that shooting genre at our club, and looking forward to that and seeing how that plays out. We've already got a busy side chat over there. Hasbro's keeping them entertained. He is gimped out in his back. He came to the match at my range last Saturday and he was moving slow. And he's still having some issues. I think he says he's got some pinched nerves in his back, but he's going and getting some treatment. That he's feeling a little better, but just didn't feel like setting up and talking on the show tonight. So he's going to be over there in a side chat, giving us a hard time. Rimfire Dave, he's on his way to New York to get his hunting ground ready for hunting season, so he may be in the side chat a little bit, maybe not. Um, and Mike Moore was on last week, and he's got a big match in the morning, so he opted out tonight as well, so he could get up early in the morning and go compete. So good luck, Mike Moore. But up first, we got Brock from over there at Leather Action 22. How's your week been, buddy?
Oh, it's been pretty good. Can't complain. Been busy, but keeps me out of trouble that way. So can't complain.
Keep you from buying something new, I'll tell you that.
No, it sure did.
Yeah, he's rescuing one this week. So, all right. Well, up next we got Justin from here in Kentucky.
Howdy, guys. Glad to be with you tonight. Had a pretty good week. Got a lot done. So, had real good weather. I'm
You
enjoying it.
better, you better get it done. Hunting season is upon you.
I'm got to put in a full day tomorrow. Hopefully, I get to play for too long.
It's too hot to hunt right now, anyway.
It is.
All right. Up next we got Jose from down there in North Carolina, better known as J Delta 22NC.
Hello. How was everybody? Had a great weekend. Um, Other than updating my camera software and I lost all the videos that I had there, but it's been good. I'm recovering. Well, not recovering. I'm just making them, uh, filming them again. Thank you for having me tonight.
Yes, sir. So his downrange camera was ready for an update, and he updated it. And when he updated it, it robbed him of
Mm.
his footage that he had. So
Ooh.
that was not good. So all of his footage he had, Justin, of the rifle with the electronic trigger, is
Lost all
gone.
that.
It's
All of
gone.
that.
Yeah.
Um,
So up next we got Mike from MN Shooting Sports.
Evening, everyone. Nice to see y'all. Uh, it's same old here. Had a good work week, I guess. Taking tomorrow off to set up some things up for something I'll be doing this weekend. Since I was last on with y'all, I guess the big thing I did was last Saturday. I shot my first centerfire PRS match for 2025, the only centerfire match for 2025 I went out and shot. So that's what I did last week. Why I opted not to be on it because I knew I needed to get up some rest and get up early for it. So, but looking
Do
forward
did,
to
did
tonight's
the re-
show.
did the rest pay off?
For first match of the year, and uh, Uh, what I did was I shot the 6 arc. I went through my ammo cabinet and I took all of the ammo that I had from 2024 that I didn't shoot and I brought it down. So I was shooting 105 Burgers, 103 EDL-X's, 108 EDL-M's. I was shooting 3 different hand loads and just said to heck with it. I just shot what I shot. I didn't set a camera up, didn't have a care in the world. And I finished middle of the pack. I was 17 out of 36 shooters. So I had a really good time, and that's all I was looking for.
Sometimes that's what you got to do, you know. I was telling somebody the other day, I was talking about these meet and greets that I've had, you know, when Dave and Elijah and them came down in Hasbro. I got one video out of that, and I was thinking when they were coming, man, we're gonna make a bunch of videos. Nope. When you get to talking and catching up and getting to know each other, and the videos just get set aside, and it don't happen. So, and kind of like last weekend, I had so much going on. We got the video that I posted of the prizes and stuff, and that's it. So
A few shorts.
yeah, it was just a day of a weekend really of just hanging out and fellowshipping and having a good time. So
Yeah, I took one picture the whole day, and it's what I always do at matches. When my wife's texting me, I took a selfie of myself with the range in the background or something, and I texted it to her. It's the only thing I did all day long, and it felt really good to not have all that other things that you're thinking about. Just enjoy yourself. So
well, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, we got George from Southern Rifle. How's your week been, George?
We know, man. Been okay. Got another hand Schultz in. Been playing with that past couple of days.
What's up with you people? Oh,
And Schultz Anonymous.
yeah. Well, Rimfire Dave called me today, and he's like, "Man, we missed the deal." And I was like, "What did we miss, Dave?" He said, "There was a 54, just like Mike's, that was on Guns
Super
International, huh?
Super
Yeah,
match.
yeah, and it had all the attachments, and it had a buy it now price. It was on Guns International, and he just missed it. And he contacted the seller, and the seller said that if something happens, it falls through, he'll contact him. But it went for 900 beans.
Ooh.
Yeah, a guy in Tennessee had it.
Yep.
George was watching it too.
George may be the buyer.
George froze up. It looks like.
He's got a delay.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring Steve in here from living in Southwest Virginia.
Hello, guys. Good to see everybody on the panel and everybody in the side chat. Hope you've all had a good week. I had a pretty good week. Got to go shooting for a while Tuesday. Not been too bad.
Good. You had a weekend that tied into a good week.
Yep, I did. Last weekend was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Just glad to have you.
This side chat is running away. There's a lot of people on there chatting it up, and J Delta threw out a super sticker a while ago for $9.99. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Last we have American Hillbilly.
Hey, fellers, how's everybody doing?
Howdy, hillbilly.
Doing good. Anybody seen Hillbilly's UBR score that he shot the other day with the Savage? I think he's ready to compete.
That was impressive.
He done good.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad from 10 yards away.
Indoor.
What ammo was that?
I was shooting 2 different ammos both times in those 2 videos. One was Ely Match that shot good, and then Ely 10X. And then the other video is SK up against each other, and it was SK pistol match shot really good, and then what was the other SK? I can't remember, but
Rifle match, I think you were
yeah,
using.
maybe yeah.
Yep.
And anyway, yeah, it's kind of neat, taking them head like that, changing, moving around, for me, instead of just shooting groups, because a lot of times when we shoot these challenge targets and stuff, we're always, aiming here and then over here, moving back and forth. So, yeah, I really, really enjoyed that target, George. Appreciate you sending it to me, bud.
Boom's over in the side chat. He's changed his name again. He's Beans and Cornbread. We was just literally on a live feed a few minutes ago, and his name was Toe Jam. I see Pick over there in the side chat. Welcome in here, Pick. So, anyways, so our Kenny Blackburn Memorial Shoot that we've been talking about has finally came and gone, and J Delta made it, Hasbro made it. George, he was unable to make it. He wanted to be here, but had something come up, and had Steve. He brought his wife and his granddaughter. And man, we had a lot of good prizes, a lot of good food, and a lot of good shooting. There was some stiff competition. And there's Chris Lang sending a $5 super chat over. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. But anyways, we do have a full video on my channel of like the intro to the match, going over the rules, and it's an hour-long video. I apologize, but I did it that way for a reason, because I had to share that video with the vendors that donated prizes, and I just did it all in one fell swoop. And like I said, we gave away a lot of cool stuff. So first picture I was going to share is this was our bench that we had set up for Kenny, which is the person we had the memorial for. His nephew brought me his rifle and his rest, and Hasbro had that plaque there made for us, and it is now hanging inside of our rifle shelter. And so we set Kenny's gun up for the first relay, and Kenny was always, when he first got into shooting with us, he was always shooting with a 3-9 scope, and he was known for cross-firing targets. And if you sat beside him, or if you even sat 2 benches away from him, you might get one of his shots on your target. So
He'd help you out.
But before he left us, he had gotten a better scope, and he had gotten. There's Mike Con in the side chat. Mike came and shot with us from Flemingsburg, and he was first place in the unlimited class. So, anyways, not only did we set up a ghost bench for Kenny, I had a target that I took around, and each one of the members that was shooting, they signed that target, and then we pinned the target to the target board downrange. And when everybody on relay 1 was finished shooting their own target, they crossfired and shot Kenny's target, and Kenny got the best score that day that he'd ever gotten. But that is Kenny's target, where everybody crossfired it for him.
A little help from your friends.
And guys, I just will tell you, the highlight of my day, well, the whole day was awesome, but Lucas, this is Kenny's nephew right here. Um, and he's a very humble young man. He didn't even want to be entered into the prizes. He's like, I don't want to win anything. He's like, what you're doing here, we appreciate it. My family appreciate it. He said, I don't want to be in the drawing. And I said, no, we're not doing that. You're here to. He actually entered and shot. And I was like, if you enter and shoot, you get put in the door prizes. And so he's like, okay. But anyways, as I was getting registration done and taking money and stuff, Lucas's dad, which is Kenny's brother. I've never met him before in my life. My family knows him, but I don't. I've never met him, and he's in bad health. He's on a cane. He can barely get around, and he gets out of a car and hobbles over to the table where I'm at, and he said, "I just stopped by to tell you I appreciate what you're doing for Kenny." And I said, well, you want to get a hot dog or something? We got plenty of food here to eat. And he goes, nope, I just stopped to tell you how much I appreciate this and what you're doing. And he said, Kenny would have appreciated it too. And he said, I got to go now. And he turned around, went back, got in his car, and he left. And I was like, wow. The man drove all the way up here and got out of his car just to tell me how thankful he was. Um, that, that really, really spoke volumes to me. Um, but anyways, we had a prize table plumb full of prizes. We had a food table plumb full of hot dogs and chili. We had two guys, they had a chili cook off, and we were supposed to pick which one we liked better. Um, but I liked them both. I really didn't want to be put in that spot. Uh, uh, Justin, he's biased because Bruce is another one of his best friends, and he's partial to Bruce's chili. And Bruce is the one that's always made our chili every year. But uh, I ain't gonna say Bob didn't come with his A game. Um, so it was two different types of chili too. So we had a like a Brunswick style chili, and then it was which is made with tomato paste, and then um, the other chili was more of a tomato sauce based, like ketchup based, and he put some cayenne pepper and some Tabasco in his and spiced it up a little bit, so it had a little heat with it. So, anyways, to start off, um, I got three guys here on the panel that was actually at the event, so I wanted to give those three guys a chance to talk about the event and what they experienced, and maybe you guys will be encouraged to try to come and join us next year, because this is the first year that I've really opened up an event to not just publicly at our range, but I broadcasted this across YouTube, and Justin was like, um, we may get more people than we bargained for. And I was like, but we did get some new shooters like
Yeah.
Mike Conley showed up. We'd never shot with him before.
Actually, have down at Cultiple, but not at our range.
Right, but he'd never
Yeah.
been to our range before.
Yeah.
But man, it turned out to be an awesome day. We had 50 entries. Our normal run is about 28 to 30 entries. We had 50 that day, um, and it was a beautiful day. Just a great turnout. So, Justin, I'll let you go first, buddy. You kind of talk about your highlights of the day.
It was, awesome day. Great fellowship with Jay Delta. He came down a few days early, and we spent the whole weekend with him, and that was a good experience. And got to meet Steve for the first time. That's we've been on the live with him for a while, and it was time to meet him. That was great. Wish George could have made it. Maybe next time we'll get a shoot with him, and um, just honoring Kenny. I personally knew Kenny and shot with him for a long time, and I think we did it upright. Uh, it went off the way it should have. Everybody got along. Everybody had fun. we met the goal that we was trying to do. Achieve the goal, I guess.
So, I mean, our goal was just to remember Kenny, but
Right.
at the last moment, we decided to raffle off one of our prizes and raise some money and let Kenny's wife make a donation to her charity of choice, which she had picked a kidney transplant foundation. And it was kind of, man, I'm just going to say it was a blessing because J Delta had ordered a really nice scope to send us, and that's what we were going to raffle off because it was probably the most expensive prize that we were going to receive. But J Delta had a hiccup with some credit card issues. His credit card got frozen, so he like that order didn't go through. His memberships that his YouTube channels that he's a member of, they all got canceled because they were on that card and he didn't know it. So he's been days trying to sort out these issues with that card getting shut down. But when he got there and realized I didn't have that scope, he's like, "Let's go to your local gun store right now and we'll get something." So, he he went and bought another scope and we gave that away. But what happened was Friday night we were at the range, just hanging out, shooting, waiting
Setting up
around
for the
on.
next day.
We were waiting around on the live to start. We were going to do the live from the range, and a guy that we know shows up, and he's a general manager of the Appalachian Wireless Arena here in Pikeville, and that's where they have all their concerts, and it's a big arena, and they had Travis Tritt's in town tomorrow. Red Clay Strays is coming in October 2nd,
Chris
and
Daughtry's coming up.
yeah, so there's some big events that goes on there. So he's like, "Man, what all's going on here?" Because he saw the canopies and stuff, and I told him, I was like, "This is our biggest match of the year. It's the end of the year match." But I said, "Now that Kenny's passed away, we've made it a Kenny Memorial, and we're doing it for Kenny." And I said, we got a bunch of donations. We're going to give away prizes, and I said we're raising some money to donate to a kidney transplant foundation. He goes, "Man, can I get involved?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "I'll go to my office right now at the arena, and I'll be back." Well, he left telling me he was going to get some Travis Tritt tickets and come back, and when he came back, he didn't have any Travis Tritt tickets, but he did have two Red Clay Strays tickets. So he donated those, and he donated a guitar that was autographed by John Party. And he said, "Here, do what you want to with it." And I was like, "Okay, this is our raffle item." So we raised $640 Saturday to donate to the kidney transplant organization. Um, and we also had a 50-50 pot where everybody bought 50-50 tickets and we drawed. And Brett Cavens actually won half of that pot. And the other half we put it into that donation as well. So $640 for a little old gun club and that was just one piece of the gun club. That was just the rimfire part of it. We got other we got cowboy action, defensive pistol, steel shoot, trap. There's all kinds of other things that goes on at the club, but just our little rimfire organization managed to raise up $640 in a very short notice because we didn't decide we were going to do this until last minute. So um, I was glad to be able to raise that money to make that donation on Kenny's behalf. So, anyways, so here is the looking at these thumbnails again. They're small. Here's the guitar that we gave away. And one of our shooters, his name's Willard, and his daughter's name is Jessica, and they come up and shoot with us on a regular basis. Willard's wife came and dropped off Jessica, and she said, "Mom, they got tickets for sale over there on an autographed guitar by John Party, and she bought one ticket and she won that guitar. So that was awesome.
Chad, I got to
It's,
ask you something real quick. Did you strum a tune on that guitar?
well,
Negative.
I don't know how to play guitar, but I know enough to know when I hit them strings, it was out of tune. so, um, yeah, we gave away the guitar, and then funny story on the concert tickets. Um, Hasbro, he actually got drawn for the tickets, and he's like, Chad, I won't be able to come back for that concert. He's like, just put them back in there and draw again. Well, my name got drawn. And before I went to the match, I told my wife, and my wife's birthday was that weekend also, Sunday. So um, my wife told me before I went to the match, she's like, I'd really like to have them tickets to Red Clay Strays. And I ended up winning them. And so I came home and said, Happy birthday, babe. uh, so, Steve, what about your experience there, buddy?
Well, first thing I want to say is congratulations to you and to Justin for running that match so well. I think it went amazing, and I enjoyed meeting you guys. Enjoyed meeting Hasbro and J Delta, and all the people there were just so welcoming and friendly. Uh, it was just like being home, and like I say, I really enjoyed it. I said when I went, this was my first Benchrest match, and my goal was to not be last. Well, I was in my category anyway, and to let everybody know how I did, Justin shooting iron sights beat me shooting with a scope. So yeah, but
Well, we've all seen Justin shoot, so yeah, that we understand, brother.
Well, so since you're talking scores, we got the
Always room for
scoreboard.
improvement.
So here's our scorecard, and we have an open sight class, and Bruce Copley won the open sight class. He shot a perfect 200, and he had 15 X's. The best score of the year is by Justin, and it's a perfect 200 with 19 X's. So Bruce won that day because Justin.
I shot my worst score of the year.
Just, just,
198.
Justin fell apart.
I
So,
did.
but he came back in the hunter class over there, and he won the hunter class with the 217. Tim Comer, he won the factory class with the 224. Hasbro won the semi-auto class with a 239 and 16 X's, which actually tied the range record in semi-auto for the year. So he tied the record. And he's going to start pouting in a side chat, but I had to make an executive decision because we make a plaque every year of whose name, whoever gets high score, that's whose name goes on the plaque. So Jeremiah got there first, and he actually got it second match of this year, and he's held that record all year long. And so Jeremiah's name's going on the plaque. But Hasbro tied it with the same amount of X's. So, anyways, up next was Justin in the vintage class.
With my new 40X that I just got.
With his new 40X that he just got from the civilian marksmanship program. That thing is a hammer.
The beast.
And my eyes are bugging out here. I can't see that score. What was it?
237, I think.
237. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
And set a range record.
Yep. And then it's not highlighted, but Bob Shirtliff won the precision class with a 237. And then we highlighted Jose's name. We was thinking he was the winner, but I forgot I had a second page of scores, and actually, Mike there, his his scores are written in the wrong column. They're on the precision column, but he actually shot in unlimited because he had a one piece rest, and he shot a 241 with 17 X's. J Delta come in just behind him with a 235, and so, and that was J Delta's first time ever shooting a official match. So, good job, J Delta. So that was our winners for there. Awesome
Hasbro
scores.
said he's good with that, buddy.
Yeah. So I tried to get Jeremiah to shoot it off with him, but Jeremiah's he's a shy guy, and he just didn't want to be put in that predicament. And he actually said give it to Hasbro, and I was like, well, no, you got there first, and you've held that record all year long. I'm not going to let a tie take it away from you. I'll put your name on the plaque. But all right, so let's go through before we get to Jose. We'll just go through some of these pictures and look at some of these other prizes. I just got pictures of the guys that are here in the panel and kind of some of the things that they won. So there's Steve. Steve won a brick of Aguila ammo. And
They'll be jealous, Billy.
Yeah, Steve will be shooting way better now.
Jose won a $200 gift certificate to Kent Innovations.
Nice.
That's going to cost him more money.
And this guy right here, he won a lot. I should have went back and checked how many times he put his name in the bucket. But Justin won this scope, which was donated by Vortex. It's the new 2-7 Crossfire 2 HD. And after the match was over and everybody went home, we got that thing out of the box, man, and it is crystal clear.
Yes.
Here is Steve again. I believe this is the free T-shirt that he won from Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies, and he gave it to his granddaughter. So we ordered her a shirt in her size and her color. And here is Justin with his hoodie. So our local FFL had a bunch of these hoodies left over that said "Let's go Brandon," and it's got their name on the back. And I think they had 15 of those to give away. And
one guy won 4 of them.
Yeah, we had one guy. We had one guy win 4 hoodies, and then he turned around and tried to give it to Vince Ratliff, which is a diehard Democrat, and that ended up into a heated discussion.
I'm sure that's for Brandon Herrera that's running for Texas Senate, right?
So there's Hasbro. Hasbro won a gun cleaning kit. And here's another one of Justin. He won a gift card to one of our local FFLs for $25. And here's another one of Hasbro. He won some gun oil that was donated by Kentucky Oil and Fuels. And again, this is Kenny's nephew. He won a silicone cleaning rag. And Hasbro won, I don't remember what that prize is. Oh, that's the gift certificate to Mike Moore for the
Empty Pockets Paint Shop.
Empty Pockets Paint Shop. And Mike Moore is in the side chat. But I've already told Mike that Hasbro said he probably would not use it. So Sunday, when me and him were shooting together, he gave it to me. So I'll be getting in touch with Mike Moore to get me a stock made.
Dang, man. That's Hasbro helped you out with some tickets and a...
Yeah, he hooked me up, buddy.
And then he just took you a $5 super chat, bro.
Yeah.
He's trying real hard to get that tiebreaker broke.
Yeah, you need to at least...
He's trying to buy me off.
Just one more.
He need to put his name on some medical tape and put up there or something.
Yeah.
You know,
I put his name on the back of the plaque where nobody can see it. And And this was, of course, this is Brett Cavens. We've talked about him a couple of times. He's pretty high up on the ABRA and unlimited class nationally, and he won the 50-50 pot. And here's Justin again.
Shaw barrel.
No, I think that you're picking up that scope box and looking at it there. That you did win the Shaw barrel though. We had a barrel donated by Shaw, and Justin won that. So Justin's gonna have to build him a 1022 now. And I never even got that barrel out and looked at it when it came to my house. It was a nice barrel. It was a fluted twist barrel. I mean, it wasn't just no plain Jane barrel. It was a really nice barrel.
If you'll send it here, I'll test it for you, Justin.
Okay.
Make sure it's good.
So yeah, that was some of the prizes. And Jay Crow sent out $5. Thank you, Jay Crow. I appreciate that. So
Good for Hasbro.
yep. They're trying to buy me off, Hasbro. Trying to get your name on the plaque.
Try to buy
Y'all-
next.
Y'all send enough money, I'll make Hasbro his own plaque. I'll put his face on the range. I will say that the first time Hasbro ever came here, he done really good in 2 classes. He won 2 classes the first time ever coming and shooting USBR with us. So
He was in a lot of pain last weekend too.
yeah, last week he was
good.
last week he was in a lot of pain. So except for when we gave away that free ammo, he said he would get up for that. So
Yeah.
Right, next week he's gonna have Justice for Hasbro shirts for sale.
no. So Hasbro says in the side chat, but it's not a Feddersen, is it? So Mike Moore is in the side chat, or he was. He shoots a Feddersen barrel. He's number 6 in the nation ABRA. And Hasbro, me and him made a trade, and he let me have a rifle with a Feddersen barrel. And he had a 2-7 scope. And he's like, here, put this 2-7 on there and shoot it. And I was like, Hasbro, I don't even have no ammo with me, because he texted me Sunday and said, me and Brendan's still up at the range. We're going to shoot a little bit before we leave, if that's all right. And I said, yeah, go ahead. So I said, well, since they're up there shooting, I'm going to go up there and visit with them. So I went up there, and I didn't take no ammo with me or anything. And me and him ends up doing this trade. And I got a 1022 from him, and it's got a Feddersen barrel on it. And I said, what kind of ammo is it like? And he goes, well, there's some ammos. Try it. So I sat down and shot 2 ammos out of a 2-7 scope at 50 yards, and I shot some little bug holes. And he's like, man, I never even tried those ammos. So I think he might have had trader's remorse.
It happens. We've seen it before.
Yeah. But anyways, listen, guys. Before I get over here to J Delta, me and J Delta had plans Friday. We talked about this earlier. You have these big meet and greets and stuff, and you plan on sitting down, making some content and some videos and all that, and it don't happen. You get too wrapped up in doing things, meeting each other, getting to know each other, talking. So me and J Delta, we went to the range Friday, but he said, man, I am here to help you. And whenever there Friday morning or Saturday morning, all the canopies were up, all the chairs were out, all the tables were down. Me and J Delta, we worked all day Friday getting everything set up. Target boards was out, everything. We worked all day Friday. And Justin, he helps me run the matches. I couldn't do it without all the help of everybody. Not just these guys. There's people that are not even on here tonight that helps me, and I couldn't do it without them, because man, it was a lot. But I have to say, the whole day went without hitch. I mean, it worked
It all
out
came
perfect.
together.
Yep. So, J Delta, let's see if you can get through this, buddy. You're muted.
Muted.
We can't hear you, J Delta. He's not muted.
It doesn't say he's muted.
No.
You can't hear him.
He got no mic.
You have to plug in and unplug and plug back in, maybe.
Now
No.
it says he's muted.
That says you're muted.
Yeah,
There.
try now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I guess the heat came on board. But I told Chad that I would help him, and I came out there and no help. But I'll tell you, I was blessed beyond I can even explain it. What happened at that place? We were sitting there Friday after we did all that. We were just talking about family and God and the church and the shooting, and we got so wrapped up we forgot to make any videos. But it was so peaceful in that range. I tell you, it's just a peace in that place that it overwhelmed me the whole weekend. I'm telling you, when I got ready to say goodbye, when I was tired, physically tired, and I'm ready to go back to the hotel, I just broke when I hugged Chad. I mean, I cannot explain it. I have been blessed all week. Is you guys got to come next year. I met the people there that treat me like family. I mean, an amazing time. I had a great time.
Yep.
My cup was running over, overwhelmed with goodness and mercy and love and peace. And it's an amazing place. You need to go out there one day in the morning before you shoot and just sit there and listen to the birds and the wind and the trees and it's a beautiful country. Chad took me Friday evening when the sun was going down by the airport, and we went on that side of the road, and you look at this beautiful carpet of trees way down there, as far as your eyes can see. Just beautiful place. I'll tell you, it's I don't know how to explain it. You have to be, you can see the beauty of God in that place. It's just amazing place. So I told Chad, I'm planning to come every year as far as I have health and I can come out there. I don't have words to say it. It really touched me.
Jose was fascinated with the landscape and all, and I was like, well, man, we're just a mile from the airport, and it's right on top of the mountain, and from up there you can see everything. I said, let's go up a hill. Took him up there, and it was, like he said, it was right at the end of the day. The sun was going down, and you could just see mountaintops for miles out through there. And he was like, oh my.
You probably see 20 miles in several
Yeah,
directions.
it's like your heart is going to come out of your chest. It's such a beautiful place. I'm glad that you guys invited me, and I got to meet Justin, and we had a good time. We went to eat on Friday. That was a good restaurant. We met one of the ladies that was serving us. She actually was from Winston-Salem. I gave him a T-shirt from the channel, and I went back Sunday and I left T-shirt with the manager for her too. I gave her one of my. I promised that I would, so I went out there and dropped it. But guys, it was a beautiful time.
Both of us right at the table. She's like, "What's your channel?" And we got a sub.
She went and we got one subscriber right there in the restaurant.
What was strange too is she was from Winston-Salem, and her husband's name was Jose also.
Jose also, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a small world.
Small world. So I know it's a long, for me it was 5.5 hours. Not too bad. I know for some of you guys will be, but if you can make the effort and come, you will be blessed. I'm telling you. I met some of the most wonderful people on Saturday.
Yep. That match right there is my favorite one of the year. I mean, it's just giving back to the people that's been involved with the match that I put on all year long. And then I told Justin, I said, man, it's a lot of work contacting these people, getting prizes and donations and stuff. I said, it's a lot of work, but it's a work with reward.
Yeah.
Just to give back to people that's been a part of uh, just a little old match that we put on twice a month throughout the year, and it's all worth it. I wish they could all be that big, but yes, Darwin Harris, we missed you. Wished you guys could have made
Yeah.
it, but you guys are always welcome to come up here and shoot with us, buddy. You and George, and yeah, next year I hope to see some more of these faces there at the range. Brock said he might even make an attempt to come if we could. Well, we talked about trying to plan up maybe like a 3-day event um, to where we could do like a content creator day on Thursday. Friday we get together and maybe shoot UBR, and then Saturday be our actual Memorial Day, our Memorial match, and we shoot USBR. Um, but we talked about trying to do something like that to where people that are traveling from long distances, it's worth the while for them to come in, because that's one of the reasons Rimfire Dave didn't come back this time, because it was, yeah, it's a big event, but it was really just our regular match. It was our last match of the year, and
Hmm.
he's 9 hours away. That's a long way to drive just to get in
Shoot one card.
shoot a card or two, and yeah, Mike Moore's still over there in the side chat. So he's going to compete tomorrow. Good luck. Shoot straight. So
Hey, chat, and also I know Steve don't know I'm going to say this, but Steve look younger in person than what he does on the chat.
Well,
uh,
thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
I met Steve. Great people. We had a great time. We joked, we ate, and got to meet his wife and his beautiful granddaughter. Good to see you, Steve.
um,
Hey, it's good to
Chris
see
Lang, Chris Lang, he says it's 2 days for him to drive up here. I
Hmm.
tell you what, you don't have to drive. Get you a plane ticket, fly up here. I'll pick you up at the airport. I got 25 rimfire rifles. I'll set you behind one of them. You can shoot it. So, um,
Yeah, some of those deals it'd be cheaper to fly than drive sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Je- Jeff Leeson, he just jumped back on. He wanted to know how many shooters we had. Uh, I think it was 20 some shooters, but we had 50 entries. So some of the guys shoot multiple classes and multiple cards. So there's Ronald Eastman on here
Is that
tonight.
airport
And
first?
Chad, would you like for us to call up side chat?
yeah, what'd you say, George? The airport what?
Does it have commercial flights now?
Not the Pop Fly Airport.
No, but we have a airport within an hour or within about 2 hours either direction. So
Hour and a
but
half. Charleston.
yeah, yeah, you can fly into Charleston, West Virginia, and we could pick you up within an hour. It's an hour and a half to go get you. You can bring that 597. Come on up here because we got a hunter class to stick you in, and you can wear them out, buddy.
Ship your rifle and then fly and get
Yep.
it.
Yep. Send your rifle up here to our FFL, and then you can go by the store and pick it up.
You can fly with your rifle. You just put in, you
It's got to be checked in, right?
checked in
Right.
luggage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but
Well, it's getting on an airplane anymore. It's pain in the butt. So
Right at 13 hours for me from here.
that's
Wow.
a trick.
I'd sure like to make it.
It's worth it.
Seems like it would be.
The hot dogs.
Travel everywhere else and shoot. I might as well come down there or up there and shoot.
The hot dogs is worth it. Hey, yeah, I don't want to hear it. You've been to every state match that's come up, so I'll just, I'll just, I'll just call this the Kenny Blackburn Memorial State match, and Brock will be there.
I will be there.
That's how to get him here.
Oh, Jeff Lee says he'll come next year.
Me and this flame gun and this new Soul will be heading that way.
Yep.
All right, so that's enough about the Kenny Blackburn shoot. It was a phenomenal time. I can't wait to do it again next year. This year has probably been the best one yet. And I know it was as far as prizes and attendance. It was the best one yet. So some other things that we had to talk about tonight was well, we'll start with Brock. So Brock has been sharing with me some wins and some rankings. So why don't you share it with everybody, babe? What you been shooting and where you ranking at right now?
Well, this year I've been shooting pretty much strictly ALRA. There's just under 1,000 people registered in the unlimited class, and I'm sitting 31st in the nation right now. I am first in Oklahoma and fourth in Arkansas in ALRA currently. Shooting Ely team.
Awesome.
The elite team.
Ely team.
Yeah.
Get her
And you went to Texas too, right?
Yeah, I went to the Texas State match. Ended up getting third there on the actual Texas rankings. Because it's throughout the whole year, I'm 27th or something like that. Just because the way the state rankings go is it's aggregate plus points. And so since I've only been to that one shoot, I don't have a ton of points.
Enough points.
But yeah, the state match was a lot of fun. It really
We
was.
tied for second, but got beat by Exis at that match, right?
Yeah, getting beat by X's has been my nemesis this year. Jerry Stiller beat me in the PSL by 5 X's. I got beat by 5 X's at Texas for third. So it was the
Tell
guns
about the
there.
PSL match in St. Louis. You did pretty good there, too.
Yeah, I got 24th in that. Like I said, I was hoping I could edge out Jerry Stiller. He was 23rd, but he got me in X's there also.
Mm-hmm.
Nationals didn't fare so well. Had some conditions that I couldn't get figured out, but I'm not going to complain with how good this kind of shot all year. To have one shoot that didn't really go very good. I'll take that out of about 15 of them. So,
in case you guys don't know out there, St. Louis is one of the windiest places on earth.
You got to understand who you're shooting against, too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Brock.
And so
Hosting a state match in Montana in 2026. You'll have to come join them.
geez. That'd be a lot of fun. I can tell you that.
Be a beautiful place to go.
So I was going to ask Mike Moore the same question because he's pretty high up in the rankings in the unlimited class, and he wasn't able to get on with us tonight. So maybe he'll tell us where he stands in the side chat. I haven't gotten a chance to check the rankings here lately, but he was number 6 in the nation, I do believe. So, Mike, what do you want to put in the side chat, buddy, so Hillbilly can call him out? Pick us a topic, a word or something.
Long gone.
Long gone.
That'll work.
That'll do.
All right, type long gone in the side chat, and Hillbilly will call your name out.
Mike Moore just got in the side chat, by the way, Chad.
Yep, first place in the state and 7th in the nation.
There you go.
And that's an unlimited class in ABRA, right? That's semi-automatics.
That's right. Yep, he shoots a 10-22 based rifle with a Federson barrel.
Very cool.
Chad to tell all your secrets on here.
Huh?
Chad to tell all your secrets on here.
He don't care to share it. I mean, he told me, he said he didn't care to share. There's a lot more to it than
I know.
there's a lot more to it than just your build. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see who all's out there inside chat. First up, we got J Delta 22NC. We got Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. We got Hasbro. We got Leather Action 22 out there. We got MN Shooting Sports. We got living in Southwest Virginia, Steve. Also, there's Jeff Lee and Darwin Harris. Got Jay Crow, Helping Man, Chris Lang out there. We also got Ronald Eastman. And there's Mike Moore. We got beans and cornbread out there, buddy. Good to see you change your name again. Always entertaining us with your name change, no doubt. We got Mr. Bob Dabalina out there. And I think that's caught up. And, well, we also have Columbia Mountain Kennels out there also.
Yeah, so Long Gone, that's a good cue for the next topic. We're gonna let Mike we're gonna let Mike talk about his Long Gone match that's coming up Sunday. Look here, boys. Mike Moore put his whole build right here in the side chat.
All we need is tuner setting and his ammo.
Oh, I already know what I know his ammo and his cleaning practices and everything.
And his trigger finger.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
using
this
Type
right here
22. No, I'm just
This is
kidding.
what you'll see with any shooter. They'll tell you about it, anything you want to know. This
Yep.
community is willing to help everybody.
Yep. So, Mike,
Oh,
tell us
I'll
about.
let you shoot my rifle.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So, what I got
We
going
all
on
have.
is Sunday. I've got my finale match for the Long Gong series I've been doing here in Minnesota. So it'll be the third Long Gong match in the state. But I'm doing it as a hybrid match here on Sunday. What I decided to do is kind of switch it up a little bit, where instead of doing five, uh, sessions or 5 rounds of long gong, we're only going to do 2 rounds. So you're going to shoot, uh, you know, 2 10-round strings of long gong. And once everybody gets through that, we're going to move down to the 200 yard on our known distance range. And from there, there's going to be steel plates in the backstop area. They're going to range from 2 to 392 yards away from you. And we're going to shoot off some obstacles at steel plates off 2 different props there for the rounds 30 to 40 or 20 to 30, and then move to a different obstacle and shoot 30 to 40. And it's going to be one's going to be a near far and back, near far back. 2 shots go to the far target, 2 shots come back to the near target type thing. And then I've got a troop line set up that's going to be 5 IPSC plates that are going to range out about 100 yards apart off of a tank trap. And then when that's all done, we're going to roll back to the 300-yard line and center mast on the range at 447 yards. There will be a full IPSC plate or a 24 by 30 inch wide plate. It is the largest shooting trophy ever given away in the state of Minnesota that anybody knows about. And that will be for whoever gets the most hits on that plate off of a tank trap, having to shoot 2 rounds, move to a different spot on the tank trap, shoot 2 rounds, move to a different spot, and who can connect with that the most out of 10 shots will take that trophy home. And if you haven't seen my video, one side of the plate, I sent Chad a picture of it, but one side of the in an email, don't worry about it if you can't pull it up, Chad, but one side of the plate has been Cerakoted and engraved about the plate, and the other side is painted white, and you will take the actual shot up on one side plate home with the trophy, is Cerakoted on the reverse side. So it's kind of a cool deal. DST Precision, who's helped sponsor me with the channel and helped me out with a lot of things. His shop did the engraving on the plate, and the coating on it is done by Coatings by Jewel, who Cerakotes and works out of Troy at DST Precisions. Rents some space from them and works out of there. So, yeah, and that's kind of what I got going on Sunday. Tomorrow, I took another day off of work, another Saturday off, because I need to go down range and I need to set up some more targets. I didn't bring the right target hangers to hang all of the targets, and I got tired of going up and down that hill to try to laze stuff. So I need to get appropriate measurements, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow while I'm down there. So, but and that's my 6 ARC rifle from a match that I shot on Saturday last week, a centerfire match down at that range. And the Troy and Sheldon that did the target there for me, they gave me the target. They finished up with it, or the trophy, at that match. And it was Troy who had made the comment that, yeah, you should take a picture of it, and post it everywhere. Biggest trophy in Minnesota. And we got to talking about it. It's like, well, I'll just run over here and set it up and put my rifle next to it so people can kind of get an idea just how big that trophy is actually. So, but that's what I got going on for Sunday. I would like to take the second, because I saw Hasbro say it in the side chat. I've got my mug of excuses that will start accompanying me for range trips early in the morning to have my coffee on it. So you may start seeing this, in some of my videos moving forward. So I can quick roll to something and
Quick reference.
yeah, for a quick reference, I don't even know what happened there, type of stuff. But I would also like to give Chad a quick shout out. I did get the brick of Center X that you picked up for me, that you sent to me. I did get that this week, and I appreciate that. I do plan on going down there tomorrow, and we've got thunderstorms. We've had them today here, and it's doing it right now. I don't know how muddy and awful it's going to be to get down there tomorrow morning. But if it is, I might let it dry out and go over to the 100-yard range and play around with that Center X and see how it likes that Center X, that lot of it, compared to my super match, that is, compared to the other stuff. And then I wanted to give a shout out to George for the targets. And I took this morning at work, I've got a print shop that actually makes receipt booklets and stuff for me at my work. And I needed to place an order with them for some new receipt booklets. So, and they're literally, I can drive my work golf cart down the road to them. So I did that and took them a target and gave it to them. And they're making me on some similar heavy stock of what he sent me. They're printing me up 200 targets to get going with, so I can share that with guys at my range to try to get them interested in doing it. Because next month I've got my local, and we'll talk about this in weeks to come, but the next match that I am hosting here in Minnesota will be my 7th annual Rimfire challenge that we do down at the Veterans Gun Club that I belong to, that I've been doing for 6 previous years. So that's a 100-yard 22 Benchrest match. And if you remember last year, I shared that as like anybody could do it. It's the one where you're shooting that mini Palma target, where you're shooting 3 different size targets that progressively get smaller. We're doing that same format next month at the Veterans Gun Club. And the last thing I'll say is then the following month in November, the week before Deer Opener happens down here and all the ranges close for deer season, I got permission at the same range that I'm doing this Sunday at, North Star. Beautiful range here in Minnesota. I asked the board permission to hold a milsurp match down there. So I am going to do a steel military surplus match / Veterans Day match down there, and we're going to shoot off tank traps and obstacles with any, and I've got an acronym, and I've got the sign up for it on Practice Score, and I'm calling it the mismatch, MISS, like don't miss match. So it's going to be military iron sights surplus. So any country, any, allied, NATO, it had to have been a military issue service rifle with iron sights, and we're going to shoot targets out to steel plates out to 500 yards, from 2 to 500 yards with iron sights. I'm going to shoot a Eddie Stone in 30-06 because I
I
know
see
I can connect.
Justin's wheels spinning over there.
Yeah, well, he should come up here to Minnesota
That's
because it's gonna be a
Not in
blast.
November, unless I have a deer tag to fill.
Well, this is gonna be November 2nd, so I don't know when your deer season starts, but
I'm talking about a Minnesota tag.
uh, is that
when
we
when
our
when
season
does deer?
openers our season opener for deer for rifle is November 7th.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm doing it like 6 days prior to that. Uh, but yeah, that's going to be a good time. And I was
There,
actually kind of shocked. I got really good buy-in from the guys. This range down here has been an active shooting range. I mean, competitive shooting range in Minnesota since 1971. 2, 3, 5, 600 yard line, carriage targets in the back. It's all electronic targets now, but it's produced Olympic shooters that have grown out of this here. Many people that have got those uh, President's 100 badges on their hats and stuff like that.
Wow.
So the CMP guys, the high power guys, they were thrilled with the idea of doing something with iron sights, on steel out there. And for the guys that come from what I more come from the PRS world, I want to do a twist on it. I've asked the guys because I don't know anything about their shot marker electronic targets. I was like, well, can you guys set a couple of those up, and I'll put a stage up where they have to shoot a paper. It'll be electronic. They'll have a screen next to them. But for a lot of these guys, the last time they shot a paper target was in boot camp or something with a service rifle. This is going to be a flood of emotions for them if all of a sudden they see a rapid fire half silhouette come up, and they can actually see their impacts on a tablet, right in front of them, and count that as part of the score. But
That'd be cool.
that's what I got going on. I got a lot going on between now and the first week in November, and then I'll spend the whole winter freezing my butt off on a bench doing videos with 22. So
Saving
so
Frosty and all those fun winter activities.
yeah,
my
talk
winter activities are sitting on the bench. So
Yeah.
talking about yeah, Mike shoots when it's 15 below outside.
yep.
But talking about cues, Mike just cued in George talking about that UBR target. So, George, you want to unmute your mic and tell us a little bit about this UBR thing that you're getting started?
I don't know. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For whatever reason, I can flip the lens cover down on this camera and it won't buffer. But if I leave it up like this, it's buffering all the time. So it's got something to do with my camera, I guess. But anyway, yeah, the UBR. There's a bunch of people. If anybody ain't seen it, go to the Facebook page. Mike made a video, or he put it out today. I just watched it not long ago. And he put a little thing on there for the Facebook. For the Facebook. Let me show you that again. Scores. It's best edge scoring. The center dot is an 11 for a total score of 66 if you get all 11s. I want what I want to happen is all the guys like on here. You've got clubs that you go to, and what I'd like to have happen is our clubs shoot against each other's clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like Buck Creek Club shoot against Mike's club, and shoot against Chad's club, and I'm going to post the scores monthly on the Facebook and eventually on a website. And we can kind of keep up with each other that way. And I also would like to, just the guys here on the panel, I'm going to send everybody some targets, and maybe once a month we'll shoot against each other. And maybe we can do that. So anyway, it's a fun target. It's half price. It's less than half price of Mower A or 50/50 or the rest of it, because simple fact, you ain't firing as many shots.
And it's fun. It really is.
Most cards are this is to cost less than half. Anyway, hopefully it'll all work out for all of it.
Yeah. So, Mike has a video on his UBR target. I have a video up of when I went down to Buck Creek and shot with George on my UBR target. And Hillbilly has a video up of his UBR target. So there's 3 channels you can go to and check it out. But kind of the rundown of it is it's a 4-card match. You're going to shoot 4 of those cards. And 6 of those on there are for score. And like he said, if you get all 6 11s, then it's a 66 is a perfect card. But the sweet thing about it is, if you mess up on the first card, you can always catch up on the next 3 cards if you shoot those better. Because the person that's ahead of you after the first card, they may mess up on their second card or their third card. So you don't stop until it's over. I mean, you shoot all 4 cards and don't give up until you're done. And like he said, all 4 cards, that's 24 rounds. And even if you add a few ciders to that, you can shoot the whole match with 1 box of ammo. And so, yeah, we're on board, George. We have already had a meeting, and like I was saying earlier in the back chat, we've discussed some of the money details and stuff. But as far as shooting it, everybody there is ready to shoot it. So we're going to shoot it once a month at our range. We'll do USBR once a month, and we'll do UBR once a month on a separate day. So that way we have 2 different styles of targets shooting, and it's something different for the guys. And I know Mike's already talking about implementing it at his club. Jose is going to implement it at his club. So if Brock can get some people shooting it, I know Brock's working on building his own range at his house. So even if it's just amongst 6 or 7 of your buddies, you still get to turn your scores into George, and you get to see how you stack up against others. I think we lost George again.
Yeah, I can try it at my club, but I'm the only shooter.
Well, you still see how you stack up against other people.
I ain't never gonna say I'm not beating myself. So
I can't
put a different wig on and come out with a different rifle.
Yeah, you and Cooter can shoot it.
Yeah, that's right, cousin.
I can challenge Cater.
So,
yeah, and Hasbro says, Ames would win.
George, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Real quick, what is the name of that Facebook page?
It's UBR Rimfire.
Yeah, UBR Rimfire. So you can go on Facebook and look up UBR Rimfire, and George has some details on there. Like you can see the target, you can see the classes, um, and and
Basically,
get
rule book and layout.
just reach out to George, and if you're interested in implementing that target and that course of fire at your club, get with George and get involved because we've been shooting for 3 years just amongst ourselves, and we know how good we are against each other, but we don't know how good we are against other people at other clubs, and that's what this is going to do for us. Is it's going to let you know how you stack up against people at other clubs. Nurse Hillbilly, he's got the Facebook page pulled up right now. UBR Rimfire.
Yeah, don't misspell something around rimfire. You'll get somewhere you don't want to be. Yeah, I did that.
And George, if you're still on here, if you go to the comments on the video I posted this morning, there's someone that asked how to get a target, and maybe if you could drop in, if you're comfortable with that, drop your email or something in there. I don't want to, tell people that if you don't want that out there yet or whatever. That's the one problem with the links is it doesn't really tell you, or the information, how you actually go about getting a target. So
Yeah, I've had a couple people comment on or send me emails off of my videos wanting targets.
Yep.
So the guy that owns the rights to
it's
the targets.
it's unfortunate the size of it. If those citers weren't quite so wide, considering what you're actually doing in that area, you could get it down to where it could be a downloadable file. But the other thing that I know for my range, at least in its current configuration, it's going to be a problem is we'll have to stop between each string of fire to go down and pull targets because we just won't be able to get 4 of those cards up on any backer board that line up with that particular bench. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to require some downtime between cards and scoring and stuff, which if you got the range to yourself, it's fine. But when you've got to shut the 100 and the 200-yard line down too, just because you want to switch targets, you start upsetting other club members. So 100 and the 200-yard line down just because you want to switch targets.
Yeah.
Just stack all 4 of them together and shoot at one time.
Yeah.
That's probably all do. I can save on ammo.
Just don't shoot a bad one.
Then you could shoot it. Then you could shoot it in less than 10 shots, right?
Yeah.
4 siders, 6 for score. You're done.
So I can just come out with some birdshot, some .22 birdshot, and shoot it then.
Yeah.
Well,
Chad, explain the layout of the match you went to at
I'm gonna say if you got multiple shots in a target, they're gonna give you the lowest one.
George, you might go to your emoji and not your camera, buddy. A lot of times that helps if you're buffering. So don't turn your camera off and let your emoji just pop up or whatever.
Just go audio, no video.
At the bottom of the screen.
Well, wait a minute. I might be able to make that work. Hang on.
Sound good.
Yeah. You should see a little camera icon at the bottom of the screen. You can click on that.
Right next to where you mute it.
There you go.
There you go.
Now it's not fighting to have your camera on there. You just got your audio. So there's Ronald Eastman. He says he just followed the UBR page.
Okay.
Yeah, living in Southwest Virginia just followed it. I just think it's neat because we can see how we stack up against.
Yeah, everybody's got a Facebook. Just jump on over there.
Yeah.
Well, these little local clubs can implement.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
This match.
Yeah.
And it'll be a sanctioned match. It'll be tracked and it'll be a good entry level match to get started at local clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a club we shoot at on Wednesday nights. I'll try to see if I can get them to shoot it. At least some, you know. If not, then we can shoot it when I get my range up and running next year. So.
Right, George. While we got you on here, we're gonna
Good
bring
deal.
this show. We're gonna bring this show to a close. So while we got you and you can talk, what you got coming up, buddy?
Bunch of new Anschutz content. And as far as that Anschutz that you guys missed out on, stay tuned.
I saw that rifle today, and I said, I got my eye on another one there. So might surprise you guys next week.
There's a few of them out there.
I've got the Anschutz here that I made a little video on. I'm gonna do some work on it. It has to have a new firing pin or new firing pin springs for sure. And want to do a couple other little things to it. Try to do some videos of that.
Good deal. Justin, what you got coming up, buddy?
Probably working all day tomorrow, and we got a steel challenge match Sunday. I'm gonna try to make it too. That's about all I got going on.
J Delta, what you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow we got the second Dum Dum Challenge at 100 yards. And then we're going to shoot a modified KYL made out of rubber because we can shoot metal there at 50 yards from a tripod tomorrow. And then Monday I got a video on one of the friends of the channel, Kyle, donated some couple of boxes of Ely Biathlon. And I never shot that before, and I got a video coming up on Monday.
Well, your members only gift that you won last night went out in the mail today. I think it said you'll be there, and I'll be there Monday.
All right. I'm on a roll. I think I better play the lotto or something.
Well, Mike, I know you covered a lot a while ago about what you got coming up. You got anything you want to add to that?
No, that's what I got pretty much for the rest of the year. So, got a few things, I guess, some swag type stuff. I finally decided to kind of step into the merch world a little bit. So, hoping that will come in here this coming week and see how that's working out with the new logo. But I'll keep that right there until I actually see it and make sure I'm happy with it. So.
Hillbilly, what you got coming up?
Some cool weather, buddy, and some rain. I'm excited. Except for I'm going to have to mow the yard again, doggone it, but we sure need that rain. Oh, man, I got videos, just a lot of them to be shot. I did a little trading, got a new bolt action 22 to the for the channel. Somebody sent a barrel for a 1022. We got two bolt action AR rifles from Bear Creek to shoot, a 300 blackout and an 8.6. That's going to be my first time to ever get to shoot at 8.6. And I did have to go to the bank and take a second mortgage out on the house to buy the ammo for the 8.6. But, we got a box of 20. So, yeah, 20 shots max on that video, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, we, just got blessed and, what a great community. Thanks for doing this for us, Chad. Thanks for having me. Always a blast. Oh, and Hasbro, I'm really hoping, I don't know when he's going to release it, but he's got a Halloween challenge, and I was. Well, hang on a second. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and plug Hasbro here since we've been razzing him. But he's got a really cool Halloween challenge coming up, and so that's a lot of fun. And so
I can't
I'll
do
be doing a
solo
video on
layout.
that also.
So,
We've already shot the target in the dark.
Yeah, we did.
yeah, we shot the. He's going to release it this weekend. He says that he hopes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all shot it. I went to the local Royal King and bought some LED shop lights, and we run drop cords out to the targets and laid them shop lights on the ground where they was pointing at the targets.
Pretty
And
cool. Yeah.
we shot in the
Yeah.
dark.
Before the Friday Night Live last week.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Brock,
That's
what
my
you got coming up?
Well, I'm gonna be doing some lot testing on some ammo that I got. Trying to find some stuff to use as a backup lot. Find out what I got that's worth the flip. Gonna try to pick up that new Sewell tomorrow and start tuning on it. See if it's how good it is, and start getting it tuned up. And then playing around here at the house with a couple other things. And that'll be it. I'm done shooting matches this month. So.
Weren't you supposed to finish your girlfriend's gun before you got something else?
We're not going to talk about that. She will be shooting
Dad's a
the
troublemaker.
first ARA match next month. She'll be shooting this flame gun. I'm going to just go and not shoot, just help her.
Hey, bro, get it tuned up real good. I'll send you my FFL address.
Okay.
All right. So I got several videos scheduled to the end of the month. Made 3 more today. I've been editing this evening. So we're just adding to it. And so my plan is for the winter, I got a bunch of 22 rifles, and some of them have been on the channel. Some of them may not have been on the channel. But my plan is to take one at a time and just go out and make a video on it, introduce it to the channel, and that's probably what's going to be getting us through the winter months is just going out and going through my collection and knocking the dust off of them. I mean, I got some really nice, like we were just talking the other day in Hasbro. I forgot to even bring it to the range and show it to you, but I got that Browning T-bolt that's in a curly maple stock. It's probably one of the prettiest rifles I've ever owned, and it set a range record last year, and I didn't even bother to get it out this year, and I should have, but just that's what happens when you got too many, I guess. But I don't think there's such thing as too many, but I need to get them out and love on them a little bit. So that's my plan for the winter months. And of course, the memorial shoot last weekend was officially our last shoot of the year. Bow season has already started here for deer hunting, and so usually when deer season starts, our attendance drops. So no more scheduled matches for the year, but we always shoot on New Year's Day, rain, sleet, or snow. We will have a get together and we will shoot to bring in the New Year's. What better way to bring in the New Year's than cranking out some firearms? So, anyways, I appreciate everybody here on the panel.
Steve,
Yep.
I think we skipped over Steve.
Did I skip Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Steve
did
right
skip
there.
Steve.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Steve.
all
What you
right.
got? What you got coming up, Steve? That's because you and George sitting under them avatars. You won't show your face.
Well, I got home so late I didn't have time to get the laptop fired up. So
I thought it was because Jose said something about you looking younger in person or something. I don't know.
well, that could be it too. No, I got a video dropping in the morning about a marlin. I figured Hillbilly might be interested in that.
All
And
right.
Gonna try to get out and get some more stuff filmed next week.
Yep. Well, it's a good time. It was a good time meeting up with you and spending some time with you, buddy. Hopefully, we get to do it again in the
Yes,
near future.
indeed.
Definitely.
Great
I'm
time.
looking forward to that.
Like I said, you guys that's come over and shot with us and you've enjoyed it, you don't have to wait on some special event to come back. You just call me up, let me know you want to come hang out. We'll make something happen. So it ain't got to be just that one match a year. So, anyways, as I was saying before, I appreciate everybody in this panel for making this show happen. I appreciate everybody in the side chat, and I really appreciate all those super chats and super stickers tonight. Um, and guys, we'll see you next week. And just to give you a little sneak peek of next week, Mr. Brock up here he's taking the show next week and he's covering the topic, and we will talk about lot testing and tuning your rifle. So y'all won't want to miss this. You might learn something. So with that being said, we're going to end it right here. Say good night, everybody.
Good night,
Right,
everyone.
y'all.
Night. Y'all come back.
Nah,